Morning, morning, morning. Hello peeps. I am in the New Forest. I have got up before sunrise. It is still rising. All the clouds have pushed back since when I left off, because that great big band of cloud you can see there has literally just pushed all the way that way. But what I'm hoping is the sun will still catch it. I can see a bit of pinkiness on that side. That's what I want. So it's in the opposite direction of the sunrise. And because it was raining in that direction, I'm hoping I might see something like a rainbow or something similar. Something going on with the clouds at least. Catch a little bit of light. And then what I'll do is I'll use my telephoto to close in on my famous little clump, this one here, and I'm hoping to maybe do a pano or something, because that band of cloud is quite nice. I just love that peachiness, the little pinky peach colour that we've just got above the clouds at the moment, and I'm hoping that the sun does get up and catch underneath as well. A couple of horses behind me, but I'm going for this because I've always liked the view down into the valley of I think it's called Black Gutter Bottom. I've always liked the view down there, and there is a single tree here which I've never really paid any attention to before, just in that gap there, and I just want to have a little look at it while I'm here. And I've not come too far away from the main road, Roger Penny Way, and I've just parked at the top. You can probably just about see the car over the top there. Yeah, and then I've just walked on in. So I'm going to set up somewhere and just see if I can get a shot. It's a nice little, look at that leading line. Nice little leading line there. Little puddles on. So I think what I'm going to do is fire off a few shots now while it's got a pink in the sky, and then I'll wait for that sun to come up. There's no point me running around everywhere trying to get a shot of everything. It's better to just find a good composition and stay there and then work it. I probably will just, it's only about 25 metres from here, I might just pop down to that tree and just wander around it, see if there's any compositions there. But this is my main one, so I'm going to set you up. Yeah. Might use a polarizer purely because the reflections are either going to help or distract from the main element in this scene. Set the camera up, so histogram. I'm just going to make sure that my histogram is in the right place. I want to push the white as high as I can, and the brightest element is going to be the underside of the dark clouds. They've gone beautifully pink right now, so this is a great opportunity to snap it while we can. So I've just taken a picture of my hand because I want to know where my pano starts. And it does help indicate in Lightroom exactly where I start telling Lightroom that this is the start of my panoramic, and therefore I can get to the end of my panoramic and it'd be a lot easier for me to work with. So where do I stop my panoramic? Because I could keep going. I'm going to stop my panoramic as soon as the interest starts to drop off. So I'm only getting all the interesting clouds in it, and then I can just decide that that is the end of the shot. And I always shoot slightly further than I need to, just in case the image is warped and I need to cut a bit off. Remember to leave about 30% of the last image to overlay. You want something to be able to work with. Lightroom needs to be able to see a bit of the last image, at least about 30% of it. So my colour in the cloud starts to drop off as soon as it gets probably about 30 degrees off of the clump of trees that I'm photographing. What I might do is walk back towards the car just so I can line the trees up more with the pink, because at the moment the trees are sat in a dead spot, there's no colour. And that's quite easy to position yourself for that, because the clump of trees are nearer. It should be a lot easier for me to walk back towards the car and the foreground move quicker than the background as I'm doing it. The sun's just made an appearance. I won't be shooting into the sun today. I will just be shooting that clump of trees with the light bouncing off of it. It is a beautiful shot, it really is. I think for this one I'm going to start with my clump in the middle. Oh, and because the sun's getting higher, I'm now having to expose for that. I need to bring the shutter, I need to move it up to make it faster. Refocus again. First shot. And that's that. The light is just starting to hit the top of the clump of trees now, so that's going to look really dramatic. And that's another reason why you really want to get here a bit early, so you can get a head start on taking pictures, and then as the day plays out, the morning plays out, anything else that crops up after that, a better light, something different happens in the scene, you're already there. You're not getting there to capture that last little bit of light. But I really like that. That's actually hitting that really beautifully. I might switch around in a minute because there's some horses getting a nice bit of side light behind me. I might switch to handheld and take a few shots back that way. That is beautiful though. I can't think of a better way to spend the morning. So I'll pop one of those images up, one of those panos of that clump. And right now I'm just going to switch my camera to the wildlife settings. I've got vibration reduction on. Switching down to aperture f5. Get a faster shutter speed. I need about 300. And then because ISO is controlling the rest, I'll let that do that. But I don't know if you can see them, there's some horses just there and I want to get a few little shots with the side light on them. I just think it looks great. Let's move you in a bit closer. So yeah, look, you can see behind me the clump has changed now. There's no colour on those clouds. That sun is pretty much up. And it only lasts about 15 minutes. And then the whole scene changes to daytime. Yeah, look at this. Right on the corner of these. Don't know if you can see it, just on the corner, about here. Just got a darker horse just walk directly in front of the sun. And I'm getting low enough to use its head as a way of blocking the sunlight out. And it's lighting up the horse's mane and the hairs that are standing out a little bit around the edge. So it's like an outline of the horse. Now I've got to remember it's a dark horse, so I kind of need to bump up or tell the camera that at least the exposure compensation that the horse is black. And by doing that, I dial in a -1 maybe to start with, just to see if it comes out. And if I get low, sometimes the horse will raise its head just to see why I've gotten low. So yeah, I'm just waiting for them to move around, and if they move in a way that gives me a nice composition, I'll snap a few shots. If they look into the light, then they get that lovely lit silhouette look with the backlight lighting their fur up on the very edge, or hairs, whatever it is. Alright then, I've just packed up, the battery died on the camera, If I haven't already put a few of those horse images up, I'll put some up now. But I'm going to head back now. So yeah, once again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. I'd really appreciate it. It'd go a long, long way. And if you want to be notified of my next video, smash that bell and you'll be notified when my next one's released. Until then, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.